I've left Poe up in her box, so Bruno's gone to guard mode. Normally she does the guarding. We walk around. The rest of the dogs are just looking for rabbits, or in the case of this little fella here, loves playing with the pine cone. Most of the time, Pace is like a little shadow. And as usual, there's plenty of life on the pond. Ducks and rabbits. Far end always is a rabbit. I'll zoom in slowly here. Filming today with the phone, the Galaxy S20 Ultra. And can you see a rabbit there? There's a Pukeko on the foreshore, and I can see 2 rabbits in that picture. You hunters will have spotted them already, and now they're moving. There's 3, you can see. 2 at the top and 1 down beside that white drum. There's probably more than that too, but 3 that I can spot. And a Pukeko. And the mallees, well, they're just there. Mallard ducks. Almost camouflage, just so quiet in the shallows. Not scared of the water, this fella either. Loves it. And it looks like they found a rabbit burrow. What are you doing, Bee? And their ears are off. Leave the rabbits, Bee. Don't touch the rabbits. Leave it. Pace, come. Good boy. Heel up. Leave the rabbits, mate. Good dog. Good boy. So when they do as I'm asking, they get praised. A lot of people will then call their dog and they'll tell it off for the act, which just teaches your dog not to come and listen next time. B, leave it. High prey drive. And B really wants to go and dig that rabbit up. There'll be one down there in the burrow. His little tail's wagging suggests that. He wants to go straight back. Don't you, B? Hey? Right now they're a little bit itsy because Poe is on heat and they all want to jump in her cage. What's down there, mate? Hey? Good boy. Bigsy, come. Good dog. Good dog. The fantails seem to be in large numbers this year. They're everywhere and they're great. They sort of follow us around the farm looking for all the flies and stuff we disturb. Neat little birds. Magic little birds. I love them. Just to add something to the day. They cheer me up seeing them. They look like happy little bastards fluttering around. So Bigsy experienced the electric fence about 2 weeks ago, and ever since then he's a wee bit hesitant about coming up here. Aren't you, mate? He hangs around me, around my feet. He doesn't quite understand what happened. All he knows is something horrible happened. So over here is the bull fence, and inside the bull fence is the bull, the Highland bull. That belongs to Murray. So we all walk up this hill every day, a couple of times. Bruno normally stops around about here because he knows we're going to come back down. He saves his footsteps. And Bigsy's come further than he has for a while, although he's staying close and he found something else to play with. No. You coming up, Bigsy? He's keeping to the far side of the fence, aren't you, mate? Looking in there. And there's the big fella. He's made himself a nice sort of a wallow area. Well, not a wallow, dry area. Take all the grass out. There were 2, but 1 got shot. The only thing that's a frustration to this guy here is he can't get in with the cows. There's a fence, runs up here, and he paces that. You can see he's actually worn a track beside it. And all the cows on that paddock up the top there, they come on heat periodically. An old bully, well, he gets a bit worked up. As I said, we did actually have 2 bulls in here, and the last one was a bit of a crazy bastard and it chased me into that pump shed at the back. I've talked about this story before, but for those of you new to the channel, that's why he got made in dog tucker. And now there's this bloke here just by himself. But they have a pretty happy life. They're not going to the freezing works, they're just going to live and die in this place. Anyway, good morning. It's Easter Sunday. Welcome to another vlog on the farm. And today what we're going to be doing is fixing up the old woodshed. The old woodshed is falling down. I thought about tearing it down and building a brand new one, but if any money I've got left over from everything, the way things are right now with lockdown and the work that I've lost, I think I'm going to try to save the old woodshed and build a brand new barn. People say, oh, knock down the house and build yourself a house. Well, I can't afford to build a house. And to be honest with you guys, I live alone. I have guests all the time. Children come and go. My kids periodically drop in, but bugger all. And I have a lot of mates come around. So I'm just going to make the farmhouse as livable as possible. It needs a new kitchen, but to be honest about the whole thing, I don't really care. I'd rather have a barn, like a shed, a man cave with a concrete floor and a workshop, a place I can build stuff, because my priorities don't lie within sort of having a beautiful home. They lie within being able to do stuff like fix up my truck, or build a boat, build a log cabin, have an area I can manufacture something. I'm not talking about growing, I'm talking about manufacturing something like make knives or make arrows or spears or something like that, you know. So a workshop area would be good. There is an old shed there, but it's buggered. And the dogs are back into that burrow. Get out of there! One word and they leave it. Good dogs. What do I say, AB? Good boy. Teaching Bigsy bad tricks, bad habits. There's something down here. I don't know if it's a rabbit or if it's a rat hole. I encourage it. There's something down here they're digging. Oh, there it goes. Yeah, it's a rabbit hole down there. And the paradise duck. One paradise duck flying over. I know, here comes his mate. His mate's over there in the distance, getting over Harry's. You certainly know one about the old paradise ducks. They make some noise, don't they? Now, I don't want Bigsy paying too much attention to the sheep, being a pig dog. And the nullification method for training your dogs is basically walking around livestock and then completely ignoring them. So Bigsy's seen my dogs pay no attention, and right now they're sort of teaching them good habits and bad habits. All they're hanging around for is a bit of poo. Pace! Don't get in there. So the sheep's close to me, this one here, this is Creamy. And she's mildly tame. This is a wild one, and it's got a chain around its neck just so we can actually get it. And they're tied to this log, although she's got herself a little bit tangled up. And being herd creatures, we only need to tie one up, so it makes sense to tie the tame one up because the wild one doesn't handle being tied up. Her sheep's about 6 years old. I bred it from a lamb. And this one I bought about 3 months ago, and we're going to eat this one. We're just keeping it for when we run out of meat as far as hunting goes, because sometimes hunting's good and sometimes it's shit. So if it's really bad, we'll just knock this one over and have some meat. And this would feed Mikhail and me for probably, the amount he eats, I'd say 3 to 4 weeks if I did it properly without wasting anything. And he's getting a fresh feed of sheep poo this morning. And that's how dogs get their cellulose, broken down poo. It's actually natural for them to eat. A lot of guys will tell their dogs off. Pointless really. It's part of a dog's diet is the poo from herbivores. That's broken down vegetation that they can't break down. So there's a certain amount of goodness in that. And if you look on a premium packet of dog tucker, like those really good ones, you'll find that often there's the inside of a gut of an animal. They'll put that as well. Oh, Bruno's enjoying that, isn't he, eh? Yuck. Where you go? Where you go? Where you go? Still the occasional mushroom growing on the farm. I'll have to come and pick those, they're just about ready to be picked. Ah yeah, you got to roll in some poo, don't you? You got to roll in some poo. Nah, you won't be getting any patsy to that. Leave it. Come on. Pixie, come. I know you think it makes you smell pretty, but it doesn't. It makes you stink. And the rain is coming right now, very lightly. If you guys can see that, I'll zoom in up against the trees, you might see it. Probably not. Well, we want to get heavier, because we need lots of rain. Easter Sunday morning, and normally this road would have so much traffic. There's been one vehicle so far this morning in my time being here. Lockdown, it's eerily quiet. Crazy. But kind of nice too. Hey Ducky, there's good news and there's bad news, yeah? Well, the bad news is we've run out of possum yum. The good news is there's going to be rain. You have some of these biscuits, they're shitty, dry feed, but it's all we've got. Oh, still wagging a tail. She makes these little noises of appreciation, showing she appreciates it. Who's in the dog box, eh? Yeah. Brother and son sharing some biscuits. You want to see your girlfriend, don't you, mate? There you go. You can tell she's on heat. Pace is crying because he's out, but he can't do anything. He's just too big and useless. He's never mated in his life with a bitch, so I don't worry about it. And in some ways it kind of keeps her happy a little bit. Yeah, that's right, Pace. You want to get in there, don't you? Yeah, you know what it's like. You've been there before. And look at this pup next to him. That's Pace's pup. He's actually bigger than he is. Bigsy's only like 4.5 months old, and he's actually bigger than Pace. Man. Oh, Bee's getting upset too now. He wants to go over there and have a sniff. Ducky's like, yeah, well, I don't even have a boyfriend. I'm here all by myself. And that's the way it's done, Ducky. And that's about as far as Bruno's going to get, I can tell you right now. Just ain't happening, is it, Bruno? Never does. Off? Yeah, good. This one here's rotten, but we'll leave that for now. We'll keep this angle one on, and we'll get you to take nails out of this end here, and also cut this one up here. These nails can just come back out and just saw that off. Leave this one on, can come back out just for 10. So the old rule with cutting wood is measure twice, cut once. So there's my line with the nail. Just gonna do that, righto. Good line. So I've measured it once, now I'm just gonna check again. And I've cut my bit of timber bigger. It's not squirt the other end there, I'm gonna run it down again, just check that I've got that right before I cut it. And down there you can see it's 1300. Right, I'll let you chop that one. This is a piece of wood we're using it as a bottom plate, so you're going to cut on that side of this line here. Yeah. You're not cutting on the inside, otherwise it would make that shorter. Bring your piece of wood right up to here. I know it's not great for cutting on this, but hold security. Yep, so just drag it first and then you sweep. There you go. Keep going, mate, to the loop. Keep going. Keep going. Right, just going to take the strain now. Okay. Carry on. Now, I've got to be careful here because we're going to lift it up. It's taking the pressure. This is the only thing holding the roof up. Once it goes up, we're going to... So far we've got the tin, so you're underneath the roof. Not exactly a safe practice. If it falls down, it will only fall on this plate here, so it can't fall down your head. If it does come down, this is going to hold the roof up right now. So just give it a little bit of pressure each time. We'll see how we go. we're trying to lift it. Yep. A little bit dodgy. It could collapse. See that stud's starting to go up. Just quietly bring her up. She could. Oh, you can hear that. Yeah, she's just coming up. Just need enough just to get 4x2 underneath that stud there. And looking at it, it is a bloody rotten stud. It's in bad condition, man. Didn't really. I might put a soldier stud down beside it. You've got directly above your head a piece of wood. Look where you're standing. See this here? If she came down, that was right on top of your head, mate. You've got to be aware of things like this when we're doing jobs like that. That would be a piece of rotten wood going straight into your brain. Okay, I'll put some more pressure on. She's coming up. I reckon we're good. Just about to slide a piece of wood under there, almost. This wood's a bit dodgy, but there's two 4x2s nailed together, and if we trim them at each end, they can be the stud to hold it up. They'll be strong enough. So you want to true that edge up there. Okay, so tear into it. Nice. Some of this wood's a bit dopey and some's okay, but because everything's locked down, we can't get any timber from anywhere. We're going to have to make use of this second-hand stuff as best we can. Might smack a bit of paint on that. So what you're measuring is 2,100, and you want it flush at this end here. Make sure you're dead accurate. You want to cut on the outside of that, not down on it, because we're using this wood. Remember, if you cut in the middle, you're going to be taking a shaving of the wood we're using. So the outside, there you go. So you're right alongside it. That's it. There you go. Fire away. Good man. We found this in the shed. We're not sure if it's oil. Mikhail reckons it smells like paint. I reckon it smells like a mixture of paint and oil. But what we're going to do is we're going to dip our timber in it, because whatever it is, it's got to be better than just rot. And also found this damp course. They can go between the concrete and the wood, so it's got a little protection from moisture. We're really lacking the right tools for everything here, and we just can't go down to the shops like normally you would, and get it. Normally I just shoot down to Mitre 10 or Bunnings. So what I'm doing is I'm plugging in this reciprocating saw, but it's got a wood blade on it. It is high tensile, but it's not made for cutting nails. The question is, can it cut nails? What do you reckon?
I think it can.
Yeah, it's what's it going to be like afterwards. We've got no other choice though, so I'm not going to use it for anything else. Rough as guts, let's give it a crack. Yep. Right, here goes nothing. Well, that went through that nail pretty easy, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, it goes through it. There's another one there beside it. That's the first one. Actually, a piece of piss. I like this high tensile steel. Look at that. It hasn't even damaged teeth at all. Okay. Awesome. I'll do the rest. Yep. I reckon we better pull it apart now. Just about. You can pull. Got muscles. Nah, I
Do you want to grab one end?
No, slide it further. We'll just slide it down a couple of rests. Lift it up. Hold it. Just carry on cutting it. You hold it tight. There we go. Feel around. So I get the other end.
This end.
So I'll go. Slide it down a bit. There must be one in the middle here somewhere. You got it firm?
Yep.
There's going to be one in here somewhere. There goes. She good? Yeah. She's good. Happy days. So we've got one bit that's dopey and one bit that's not. So is that the dopey bit there, and that's the bit that's not?
It's waiting for that.
You're waiting for that. Yeah, righto. Gonna poke this in here and just give it the end of it with that black horrible stuff, whatever it is. Let it dry off. Do the other end as well. Just dry that off there. Just give it a wee turn in there. Yep, that's one. Another end in. She's clean. Yeah, she's good. Smash her in. Turn it around. Pop it outside so it can dry off. Take it, pull it right out, mate. Take it back out. If you look here, there's a nice fork there in the bit of wood. Just poke it through there. And there's a fork over here too. Just leave it there for a while and it'll dry off there. Nice. So easy. All the way home. All the way home. Good. Okay. Do you remember what that stuff's called?
What's it called?
I said to you before, do you remember?
I'll
I'll give you a clue. The first two words. First word is damp.
Damp cloth?
Good guess. Damp course.
Damp course.
You probably could call it damp cloth, I don't know. But that's good.
Yeah.
Okay, bring it over here.
Yeah.
It's just a very rough cut, that's it. Okay, place that on the concrete.
In between there? Right under?
Yep, that's the one. So basically what that's doing is it's just keeping the damp, because this is porous concrete, going into the wood.
Okay.
Yeah, put it right in so it's flush under the wood, mate. So that bit of wood there is going to line up hard against the tin. Needs to lift up more. Do you mean jack it up more?
Yeah, because it's got to go on top of here.
Yeah, sure does, mate. Don't knock that bottom plate because I've measured that in the right place.
No,
is it not going to go?
it's not
Okay.
going, no.
Well, just hold it in place and I'll jack it more. Hold it there. Okay, when it can fit in, just tell me because I don't want to go any higher than I have to. Hold it. You're lifting it at the top?
Yeah.
Okay. We've got a fair way to go then, haven't we?
Yeah. Still gotta keep
It
going.
might not go.
Keep going.
Gee, she's bloody close.
Almost there.
Almost there.
I can
Bloody
probably
good.
slide it in. Yeah,
That's
there
it.
we go.
Nice. Beautiful. This one's still pretty solid and this one's as rotten as buggery. In fact, that one there could just about come out. It's doing stuff all, but we'll just leave it. Yeah, no, she's puckarooed, that one. So what we're doing here is we're putting in a soldier dwang because this is rotten as. I'm going to push a bit on here, a bit more here, smack it hard, mate. Good. Go to the outside where you were, but really important to make sure that this here is lined up with your stud. Your dwang's lined up with your stud, okay? All the way home, mate. All the way home. All the way home. Keep going. No, it's not. Keep going. Smack it hard. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. On the nail. On the nail. That's good. Okay, one on the other side. So we want to drive this so she's flush. Make her all the way home. Nice and hard. Keep going. Lovely. Good job. Awesome. So this piece of wood is on the jack holding the whole bloody roof up. And this stud here is doing absolutely nothing. It's going down the side here like that. As you can see, it's rotted out and not even touching this bottom plate that we put in here. Got that nailed in at this end here now. We've got a soldier dwang there and a soldier dwang there. Got that bracing at the top. What we're going to do is we're going to put a piece alongside that flush. We've taken the bracing off here, which is all rotten, which is pretty dopey, and we're going to put a new stud up alongside it, and that will be like a soldier stud. So that's going to line up on there. Good. Right, White, don't move it. Don't you move, just stay dead still. It's flush here and flush at the bottom. We're just going to let this down a bit. Here we go. Yep. That should be sitting on it now.
Yeah, that one's
Good?
Yeah.
Taking the weight?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Looks pretty good, eh? Okay. Yeah, it's taking the weight. Nice. Nice work.
Oh.
Hit it home. Awesome. Ah, shit. fucking wood going in your eyes. I'm doing this with my eyes shut because of the amount of shit that's going in my eyes. So I'm just doing it with my sense of smell. You'd think a little job like this would be a 5-minute job, but because everything's bloody crooked and we're using old materials, we've got a soldier dwang there and a soldier dwang there, and we've got a bottom plate going up the side of the old one, which is rotten and stuffed. We've re-braced it, and we've got a stud on the side here as well, and it's on the concrete with some damp coarse. I don't know if Mikhail's actually ever used a ham before. Have you, mate?
Yes.
You have?
Yeah.
Okay. So, did you learn anything today so far?
I learned how to use the hammer better.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. I learnt how to jack the jack up.
Oh, yep.
Yeah.
Now, jack, did you ever use a jack like that before?
No, I haven't used a jack before.
Oh, yeah, it's called a trolley jack.
Yeah.
So, yeah, trolley jack is a really handy tool. I actually have this one for working on my boat because it can lift up 4 tonne, I think. Well, I'm not sure, but quite a bit. Yeah. Okay. Anything else?
What else did I learn? I learned about putting nails in on a skew when you have to.
Yep, cool.
It's quite helpful.
Well, it's good. Hey, well, you've done a good job, mate, and I'm really pleased with it. And even though it's rough, it saved this wall here, which was holding the whole roof up. And we've managed to use all recycled stuff because we can't get stuff anyway. Plus, we can't really afford to spend money on an old shed like this because it is what it is. Next thing will be to put a wall on down the side here. So now that there is secured, you can take off these old rotten studs, mate, that are stuffed. Just like that there, on the angle. Put a bit of muscle into it and it'll come out. Sweet, next one. And what we're going to do is we're going to put a bottom plate in here and replace those. Just use the leverage, just lever it against itself. No, you can do it here, look, just like this here, just by levering against the actual timber itself. Yeah, you always use leverage. There you go. Keep going. That's good. That's good. It's cool. There you go. That's okay. This actually is not bad wood. It's just split, but it's actually in good condition. Not the end of the world. Sweet as. Right, we're going to have a cup of tea, eh? Come back to it. Good boy, Bruno. Good dog. We're cooking in the house truck because it's tidy-ish. He has chopped up garlic and ginger.
Ginger, yeah.
Tony gave us that from Taki. Thanks, Tony. He still has to chop that up. That's the other half of it there. And we've got a nice piece of pork that Simon Fowler and young Jody stole and I caught about 6 months ago. There's a bit of shoulder, the end of the shoulder, where it runs off the back strap, and I've salted it and I've left it with a bit of, what's that on the outside? Rosemary. And normally I don't keep meat for longer than 6 months in the freezer because its nutritional value goes down. But right now during lockdown we don't have the luxury of being able to go out and hunt and have fresh meat. So we're just using everything in the freezer, and we're finding all sorts of treasures at the bottom of the freezer right now.
Okay, what I remember is there were slices going towards the middle. I can't remember how to start it.
Okay, first of all, chop your onion in half. Okay, sweet as bro. Righto. Now carry on for what you remember from what I showed you. Hello, Bigsy.
I remember there being a thing into the middle. And then we kept going towards the middle with little slits.
Okay, I'm going to show you again.
About there far.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's enough.
Okay.
And clear the space. Yes. Turn it over the side. Yes.
Keep going.
Good man. You're getting that perfect. Keep going. Now trim the core. Turn it. One end's going to get thrown away. One's going to get... No.
That was it. It was going to get thrown away.
Yeah, you can
yes.
carry on. Good man. Biff that. No, biff that. Excellent. And that was good. Right, mate. Some fat in there. We're going to sear this in the pan. Let's had about a minute. Turning it over on really full heat on the pan here. Just explaining to Mikhail that the reason we sear it is so all the juices stay inside the meat once we put it in the camp oven, because once this is seared, it's going into the camp oven. Oopsie, we get a bit messy there. Look at that bit there. And remember, Mikhail, a good chef always what as they cook.
cleans up as you go.
Hey, bro, you remembered it. Awesome. Wild pork. Pork in the pot, pork in the pot. Everybody likes
Pork in the pot.
pork in the pot, pork in the pot. Everybody likes pork in the pot. We'll do the ends. Camp oven heating. So she's pretty well seared. I am dribbling looking at this. So what we're going to do is we're going to sort of like butterfly the whole piece best we can. You can see already just how much we've got the outside, but the inside is nice and raw. That's what we want. Okay, beauty. Good chomping and chewing. Now we're not going to sear that. That's going to go into our camp oven. Take the lid off. Pop it on there. Come over the camp oven, mate. Excuse hands. Sit that on top of our meat. Now we've got our onion and our garlic, and the kale has chopped up beautifully. Pop that on the top like that.
That's the ginger and garlic.
Oh, sorry, what did I say?
The onion and garlic, but we got the onion coming up next.
Yeah, we have, bro. Thank you.
Got it all in the pot together.
Onion on top. Yeah, thanks for correcting me. Okay. Gonna put that on top. Get that sweet. And on she goes. Right, we'll come back to that bit later. Sweet as, bro. Okay, fat on. Good man. Hold up tight. Hold up. Our pork's been going for about 10 minutes in the pot. I'm going to add some water. I have cut up cauliflower, broccoli, the whole lot, stalks and all, and the humble cabbage. Pork's in the pot, and I put butter in the skillet. Going to heat that up and throw some salt in with the cabbage. Trick is to keep it in the pan and not on the floor. Okay. Tear into it, mate. Start over here so you've got something to come back on. There we go. Excellent. Geez, we'll make a chef out of you yet, Mikhail. Good. You can see why we started at this end, can't you?
Yeah.
There you go. Carry on. Now turn your board round. Excellent. Okay. Okay, while I'm stirring this, and I want you to measure out about half a teaspoon of salt, just a little bit more, maybe 3/4. There we go. Thank you. Good man. The reason we put our stalks in first is they take a little longer to cook than the heads. Excellent. And broccoli on top of that. Nice. Lay it on the top, mate. Yep. Vegetables I had about probably 5 minutes. We're going to turn them off. The pork's had 35 minutes in there and it's looking bloody good. Okay, well done. Put this over here. Nice fine slices of pork. Somebody asked me why I've got this thing on my hand here, that's for cleaning the lens of my phone as I go along. This pork looks great. It's only been in there for half an hour. It almost looks like domestic pork. It's actually not. It's wild pork. I've added a little bit of lard into the bottom of the camp oven. We've got our onions and garlic in there now. And Mikhail's done a brilliant job of getting it all in the pot. Pork in the pot, pork in the pot. Everyone loves pork in the pot. Gonna get that bottom of the pan a nudge. Put your pan back further, so you're further back. Excellent. While Mikhail's doing that, I'm bringing the heat up. I'm getting it nice and hot. Okay, I'll steal that off you. And we're going to mix it in with our pork and our cabbage, our cauliflower and our broccoli. Oh, she's smelling good. Make it nice and hot. That's enough? Good man. So I had Sneaky and his family stay with me. Hold on to that, bud. His wife had a teaspoon and she goes, yeah. Sneaky goes, nah, I've had hotter. His daughter, who's 15, Honey, she goes, nah, not that hot. I don't know how they do it. I had a ladle of this. I'm not going to give you a teaspoon because it is hot. I think it's hot, but I'll give you just that much. Have a shot. Taste that. I've actually had a ladle. I've had a whole ladle of it. Get it in, yeah. You're smelling it. I think it's really hot. You might not. You might handle it better too, eh?
Here it comes.
Here it comes. Is it coming? Do you rate it hot or not?
It's not cold.
Your eyes are watering. Holy shit! Look at your eyes, man.
Yeah, that's pretty hot.
Pretty hot. I've had a ladle of it and I nearly puked, man. My whole face went really red.
I've had one of the hottest chilies though. Yeah.
It's called Fire Dragon Chilies. It's called chili and hop hot sauce. That's what we're putting in this meal, and we're gonna put a little bit of this in. You look like you're starting to feel the hit now, man.
That's right. I don't think it's gonna get any hotter for me.
No, you're still pretty cool with it.
I've had one of the hottest in the world.
Have you?
Yeah. My cousin dared me to.
Was it ghost chilies?
Nah, it wasn't that. It was really hot, and you immediately start sweating and feel this adrenaline rush. You actually feel really good after about
it's adrenaline.
5-10 minutes.
Yeah, it's adrenaline. Well, Stuart Drever that gave us the garlic for this, he's insane, and so's Sneaky and their family. Anyway, we're gonna give it a. I've had this for 2 years now, and I'm still. This is how slowly I go through it.
Yeah.
But it's gonna be the game changer in this meal we're cooking up tonight. Wild pork. We're gonna put a little bit of soy sauce and the old chili hot sauce. Chili and hot sauce. It's a bit of a tongue twister. This is smelling really good. I can actually smell the garlic and I can smell the ginger.
Yeah, that flavour's going to be
It's
nice.
good flavour with that. Yeah, no, she's really good. Gotta get this not too much. We don't want to bugger it up. And that's quite a bit. Okay, stir it in, bro. Stir it in good and proper. Turn it on itself. So you turn it in, fold it on itself from the outside to the inside. I'll show you how to do this. It's a bit like folding in dough from the outside to the inside, right around the outside, and that way I can smell the chili coming off. That's going to be hot. Holy shit, that's going to be hot. I'll let you carry on. Woo! And while you're doing that, I'm going to add a bit of soy. Keep going. Nice. Fold it on itself, outside to the inside. Right, smash that into the pot on top, mate. Straight in on top of that. Lots of butter. Good stuff. Because it's a wild game, or piece of wild pork at least. Not a wild game, that'd be something completely different, wouldn't it? Oh, it's a wild game. It's wild pork. It has very little fat in it, so we're putting lots of butter. I would have had cream if we had cream. I also would have added more lard from the pig if we had more, but we don't. You could chop up bits of bacon. That lid's not on properly, mate, I don't think. You've got that right. There we go. Make sure that's sealed. You could put a lot of things in to add to it. You could put coconut cream. You could put olive oil even, if you had olive oil. We don't have that, so we're just using what we've got. We've got butter, and that's going to give us that fat, which I really like in my food. I'm low carb, high fat person, and it also tastes bloody good. Fat makes you feel like when you've eaten it, that you've eaten properly. You're not full. You don't hungry afterwards, or you don't get hungry half an hour later. Apple and pork goes really well. Our apples are organic apples. They've never been sprayed, hence they don't look too flash, but they taste bloody awesome. And they've ripened themselves on the tree. So Mikhail's getting some for this. And the rain is coming down. Look at the rain down there. It is just pissing in cats and dogs. That's above the cherry orchard. That white net you can see is the cherry orchard. How'd you go? Awesome? Mikhail and me started cooking this dish at 3 o'clock and it's 10 to 5 now. And it's good to go. So the apple has been in there for about 2 minutes, and we're not going to have soft apple like you normally would with pork, like apple sauce. We want a bit of a crunch there because all the other vegetables have broken down. We've put them in different stages and we haven't really given you a clear time on everything, but there's a wee bit of crunch left in the veggies, but possibly a wee bit overdone for what we've done, but we're trying to get everything in at the same time. It was a bit of a balancing act. Could have done better, but I think the end product is going to be bloody amazing because we've been tasting as we've been going along. Well, I have. And, well, let's see what it's like. We'll serve up neat.
bro.
See what I mean about the apple when you eat it?
Bit of crunch, yeah.
Well, not the crunch, that sweetness explodes in your mouth. It's hot. It's hot. Like hot as in spicy hot. You think about how much you had in one thing, man. But it's really nice with the apple. It's like really good.
You got the sweetness of the spice.
The sweetness of the spice, yeah, it's the sweetest thing. And everything tastes ultra sweet to me because I don't have any sugar in my diet, so that'd be the sweetest thing I've had in a long time, actually. Give this recipe a go. You'll love it. All you pig hunters out there, man, I can't wait to go pig hunting again. We're also going to be doing boys boot camps once this is all over. And Mikhail's going to be the bloke that does the physical side of it because he's a personal trainer or has been a personal trainer in the past. It's hot. I'm not good at hot stuff. I like to eat it. It doesn't like me. Whew.
I love it.
Enjoy that? Yeah, you love it, eh? And make comments below on what you could do to change this and make it even better. I'm trying to think what I would put in this to make it better right now, and I honestly can't think of anything, eh?
These flavours are great together.
They're great flavours, man. Yeah. Hey, thanks for watching. Good luck with your own cooking. Good luck with your own hunting when we're allowed to go back out there and do it. And be good. If you can't be good, you know the story.
I'm chewing on pork.
Chewing on pork. I didn't want you to say anything. Just be careful. See you later. Oh, that's a winner, mate.
Nailed it.
Nailed it. Bit of old wild pork. Sour. And it's actually not chewy either, is it?
There's the title. Sweet and sour with a W.
Oh, yeah. Sweet and sour. Clever. As long as I'm such a bad speller, I wouldn't even get it.
Sweet and sour pork.
Yeah. Oh, it's good, man. This is delicious. I'm loving this, eh? Absolutely magic.
Pork in the pot, pork in the pot. Everybody loves a pork in the pot. Oh, pork in the pot, pork in the pot. Everybody loves that pork in the pot. Well, I met this girl and she was hot. She said, do you have some pork for my pot? Oh, pork in the pot, pork in the pot. Everybody loves that pork in the pot. Oh. Some like it cold, some like it hot. Everybody likes a pork in the pot. Pork in the pot, oh pork in the pot. Come on girl, it's pork in the pot. Oh! I was down in Invercargill, that's the place. She said, hey honey, I got a little cooking to do. I said, oh sweet baby, I'll hunt it for you. We got pork in the pot, pork in the pot. Oh sweet mama cooking pork in the pot. Pork in the pot, oh pork in the pot. Everybody like a pork in the pot. In the town of Ashburton, there she was. She said, hey brother, do you cook a lot? I said, I like to cook pork. She says, you want some pork? I said, yeah, I want pork, and we put it in the pot. Pork in the pot, pork in the pot. Got some pork, cook it in the pot. No, pork in the pot, pork in the pot. Everybody likes that pork in the pot. So we went on down to Dunedin town. There we started to mess around. She said, pork in the pot, pork in the pot. We cooked it up and we cooked it hot. Pork in the pot, pork in the pot. Everybody likes that pork in the pot. Then we drove up to a Christchurch town, and that's where we washed all that wild pork down. Pork in the pot, pork in the pot. Everybody cooking pork in the pot. Pork in the pot, oh pork in the pot. Cook it up and cook it hot. Ooh. All the way we go to Murchison, that's where they like to hunt. So somebody say, hey, I got some wild pork. I said, hey, sweet brother, let's cook that pork. pork in the pot, pork in the pot. Cook that pork up and cook it hot. Oh, pork in the pot, a pork in the pot. I like to cook that pork in the pot. Now I arrived in my Nelson town. Everybody looking around. Got myself some watercress. My baby said, you made a big mess. Oh, pork in the pot, pork in the pot. I cook it on the fire, pork in the pot. Cook it up, well, I made a mess, but it sure tastes good with watercress. So, pork in the pot, pork in the pot. Everybody eating pork in the pot. Everybody eating pork in the pot. So we jump on a boat and go to Wellington, and I meet my friend Sticky, and he take me and he say, we cook some pork just for you. Do it like a Korean barbecue. Oh, pork in the pot, pork in the pot. Hey Sticky, let's cook it up and cook it up hot. Pork in the pot, pork in the pot. Everybody eating pork in the pot. Then I drive all the way up to my here. Yo, I see my friend Sal, and here you going, brother. He got pork in the pot, pork in the pot. We ate it hot and we ate it cold. Pork in the pot, pork in the pot. Oh, my brother, it never grows old. Pork in the pot, pork in the pot. Everybody loves eating pork in the pot. Pork in the pot, oh, pork in the pot. Some like it cold and some like it hot. That was off the top. I think we can make it into a song though. What do you reckon? Keep it or flag it?